All right, here we go. All right, so it popped up on my video game news that I happened to check out, and I thought this was wild as fuck that it crossed over into gaming. Swerving lanes, talking about games. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not the game dude. I don't know shit about games as much as I like to just play them and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not really familiar with the pool that some, gaming, what do you call them? Gaming, I don't call them, you couldn't call them influencers, right? You call them just like personalities. I don't know. What would you call Ninja? What would you call him? He's just because he's not like a classical, watching me post this. Gamers, okay? Professional gamers, okay? Yeah, the pro gamers, there you go. All right, so pro gamer circuit, and and business of cannabis, and where they collide. I think that's a starting point, a tipping point to start this off on. And it was wild that, like it said, like that it came up, but I saw it. I think I saw this happening maybe a couple months ago, right before it actually happened. Anyway, I said that the cannabis space and influence is kind of very niche, and that not a lot of the influence that they think or business thinks that they can use actually works. I think that right now, even businesses are coming to the conclusion that even social media's major influencers aren't working for them anymore. Like, talking about putting up, like paying people like 10 grand to do posts and shit like that, and then getting like $200 worth of, revenue out of that shit, profit out of that shit. And it's like not even worth it. Right? Like not making your money back, but just like you're really not getting shit. Okay? You paid somebody 10 grand to make some posts, and you got like $200 off that shit. Oh, we're taking L's out here. Nah, yeah, true. Yeah, if anything. Yeah. And where it intersects with cannabis is saying that only certain celebrities have that pool to actually bring something to the table in cannabis. I think it has to be very much respected that these influencers or these people actually smoke weed, right? I think that that's like a prerequisite for any cannabis. It's got to be celebrity. Yeah, exactly. But only because of what? You're already like in tune that this motherfucker smokes a ton of fucking weed, right? It couldn't be somebody like fucking like Seth Rogen. He could do it. He's done it. He has a brand. You get what I'm saying? It has to be in that same brand. Even if his brand is failing or whatnot, he still sold weed legally here. Okay. in that space, in that cannabis space, saying that, oh, for instance, I make this reference a lot, or I've said it before. It's not, trust me, I'll make a few references. Coi Leray. I watched motherfuckers sit in line for that West Coast Weed Reviews. I think you were there. Remember that? It was in line for that sushi or whatever the fuck it was. They were in line out the door. Had Olympics just to talk to Coi Leray. I buy it, Sexy Red, put her name on it. You wait in line too. I believe it. Somebody was saying that too about, like, I was talking about Chris Brown. Like, there's some people that can, like, command their own people to do what the fuck they want them to do. Booty Clapper by Ice Spice. It's like shit I'd buy if I saw it in the store, yeah. So, with that being said, in the gamer space, I don't think it really translates over that way. I think the opposite way for sure. Like Snoop Dogg can get in there and play. Snoop can got in there and got a fucking skin on fucking Call of Duty and shit. Okay. I don't know who the fuck put Nicki Minaj in there. I guess it's a low bar now. But anyway, it doesn't work the other way. It's not really making me buy weed. 21 Savage in there too. It's not really making me buy weed. But certain people that can get into weed, you'll either try it, depending on the celebrity status, but not as many as they think. And I don't think it's as profitable as they think it is. It's not going to be a lasting legacy. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Busy Bone had his The Leaves of Legends. Remember that? West Coast Weed Reviews? The Leaves of Legends. That's Bone Thugs and Harmony. Anyway, get famous so you can send me money to post them. Yeah. All right. So let's go, damn it. We're talking gamers, and one of the bigger names in gaming, League of Legends for a second. Well, shit. I mean, I don't know anybody in the League of Legends space. Leaves. Oh, the Leaves of Legends. Yeah, Leaves of Legends. Yeah, the Leaves of Legends. Leaves of Legends. That was what it was called. Not bad, but it's just, It's like some people just, it ain't gonna sell, dude. Like, Exhibit hasn't really, like, besides, like, knowing that he, have to know it, and then he just a celebrity at some of these places, and he's hanging out by his napalm shit booth. You know what I'm saying? Like other than that, is he really commanding an audience for it, or is it just napalm on itself? To me personally, the branding has been solidified, and he doesn't need to stand there as much, and it's not like it's going to make anyone buy it anymore. The branding already looks cool enough, I guess. Is it known for being better than? No. I'm thinking that they're pretty much known for one, thing. Their big ass motherfucking grenade. The jar is known. You know, my guy West Coast We Reviews did a fucking review on it. It's like, what is this? 7 grams? 7 grams with like some diamonds and some sugar in there. Yeah, the grenade. Different. So let's get into it. Faze Clan, Faze Rain. You guys know who that is in the gaming space, I'm sure. I don't, but I've heard it. I know motherfuckers damn near broke their neck just to try and find out where this motherfucker lived at one point. You know what I'm saying? I think I remember seeing motherfuckers showing up outside his house as little kids. Okay? All right? There's videos of that shit waiting outside this motherfucker's house. Anyway, rise and fall videos of the clan have surfaced, and you know who's in, who I ain't, you know, I'm sure. But a story came out that I was like already, you know, piqued my interest on when it first came up last year, saying, hey, he's going to be, you know, bring his own weed or whatnot. I was clowning. I'm going to keep it real. I was clowning then. You know I'm a clown now. All right? I was clowning then, saying it's not going to sell a fucking thing. They're going to lose money. I said that. Okay? These dick riding ass motherfuckers, excuse me, sorry. Anyway, these Fortnite fans were quick to defend this motherfucker because, you know, well, man, no, not that they lost a ton, but like they spent at least $100K on this. This deal was worth about $100K. We talking about over that, okay? And all based on, you know, hey, we're going to launch this product and you're going to, you know, get in on this. You know what I mean? And you can get some profits if you put your money in on this. These motherfuckers legit passed the buck a couple times and have insulted the brand and personality of it and go on to make references to it as if like, yo, they scammed me. Let's go. Anyway, let's start at the top.
Man, I never expected to be doing a video on the drama between Faze Rain and Dope is Yola. What's up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Some breaking news as of this morning is Dope is Yola has now responded to accusations made by Faze Rain, where he says and accuses Yola of scamming him out of $100,000. In case you guys are not aware of either of these people, or maybe just one side, especially if you guys are more of a gaming audience, Dope is Yola is a green bean creator. I want to be monetized here on YouTube.
I know.
Dope, you know. He has his own shop. He creates a lot of content. Also has an amazing podcast, which ironically so was one of the first times I came across Dope is Yola was the several podcasts he has done.
He's right. I might show
with
up.
Someone like Faze Rain. If you somehow don't know who Faze Rain is, he is an OG creator in the gaming space, most well known for being a part of Faze Clan. He's been kind of on hiatus for the past few months in content and being a part of Faze, but not really being a part of Faze. And now recently, on a podcast with Faze Swag, accused Yola of scamming him out of $100,000, which then prompted Yola to respond this morning with over an hour-long video bringing his own evidence, texts, and receipts and saying that Faze Rain is lying. So today's video is going to break all of that down for you guys and then some. And I just want to say, please don't send hate, guys. You can leave your thoughts down below, but don't be going and doing your thing to either side here. Just listen to what they have to say, and then you can have your thoughts afterwards.
Let's go.
It's going to be a long one, as this was all prompted at first by Rain himself, as he took to Twitter on July 13th to say...
Now, all right, yeah, go ahead. Goddamn. Let me know if you guys are following me on what the fuck we got going on here. I'm thinking that this is a fucking wild ass story that I think personally makes sense for today's space and age. What do you guys think? I think I gave you guys the short of it. If you guys are interested, let me know in the chat right now if that shit hit you. What y'all think? All right, let's go. It's not surprising at all. Yeah. Now, yeah. Oh, yeah. This has. Oh my God. Yeah. Right. Not surprising at all. No.
Say, I tried to be cool with you, LMFAO. You lied in private, lied in person, lied online. I took responsibility for my partner that miscommunicated on my end and tried to make it right for you. You're an effing loser. And showing these messages between the two. And then showing a message where Rain apparently says, would you like me to adjust the payment split so you guys retain more money? I don't give an F anymore about the money since it's turned this way. Just want to make sure Eric is paid for his efforts, and I care that everyone feels it's fair. If you genuinely believe people on your end didn't go out of their way to buy it because it was me, I'll respect it and we can adjust splits, etc. I don't do bad business, and it bothers me how this turned out, man.
So this text message is being exposed by one of them, but you know, it's gonna get more explanation.
Yola
right
says,
now.
yo, what up, dude? Nah, I don't think the splits need to change at all. It's already set. Which, timeline-wise, was around the same time where Rain also goes on Swag's podcast and has a brief mention of Yola. And we'll get into the payment splits and how this contract and everything of this deal apparently turned out. But then Rain had this to say about Yola.
But it was because of Cliff, right? They want to put a G Fuel decal. I said, oh, hell no. I said, I'm paying full price. Like, if you buy it for me, I would love to put a G Fuel decal. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I said, okay. No fucking G Fuel decal on a fucking R8. Crazy,
Yo,
man.
that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. You gotta pay me a back. A decal on a car?
Yeah. And I never used to get paid from G Fuel. It was just like what I sold. So I worked commission work, but I was a retarded ass kid that didn't know any better. That's why I'm trying to help the kids, bro. Don't sign out to the corporate people. Like, bet on yourself, bro. I'm telling you.
So what he's talking about right now is saying that G Fuel, the gamer supplements, wanted to pay him wanted him to put a sticker on his car, a very expensive car. He's like, hell no, pay me, right? Anyway,
A lot of the scammers, bro.
You deserve 10.
And that's just like that commission shit. I get it in the beginning. It's good in the beginning. Like when I was 15, amazing. But like, you know, when you start doing your shit, you're not doing no damn commission shit.
Hell no.
Like without a payment up front. You know what I mean? I even got scammed by this dope as Yola dude. I did like a weed pen thing, but he's very fat, so I don't care.
that's his side of it, or at least that's what he said. Anyway, he's talking about the guy that we're talking about in cannabis. He's saying is that he did a pen collaboration. It failed. He's fat. That's something that you need to know because he says that. Discord update loop. Discord update loop. Discord update loop. Discord update loop. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. This great update.
Been vegan 7 years, still fat, so he's losing. So I'm glad he has the extra 100K. I hope it makes his life better. You know what I mean?
Wow. Just keep that going.
That's wicked. So after the car, you moved to LA.
And that seems to be a reoccurring theme.
I like how the host was like, yeah, anyway. So you got the house, you got the car. Fucking loser.
That Yola brings up is that Rain liked to insult him and call him fat, which has finally then prompted this response video from Yola this morning, over an hour long, and he tweeted about it, and this is apparently the last time.
Now, listen, from the outside looking in, okay, this is some for context. If I wanted to draw your attention to the bottom of the screen right there, you can see the person that posted this video, Dopest Yola's full response to Rain. His name is Liger420. You guys can look him up on YouTube, get the whole motherfucking video. Me and this dude, Liger, got into it over this situation when it first came up. And this dude right here, which now, by the way, got, Dopest Yola, like, sent this directly over to Liger420 because they're cool like that, I guess, because, he reports on the, cannabis influencer space, you know what I'm saying, directly, right? I personally had, my opinion about the Faze Rain situation when it first came up, because I saw a blurry video of Faze Rain in a room with some weed talking to Eric Kahn. Okay, it looked like Eric Kahn was smoking weed and showing off his weed and sitting around Faze Rain. Okay. And they were trying to make it look natural, like, yo, this is me, I'm just hanging out. Faze Rain is over here doing whatever. He just walked away from the camera to go do fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't really smoke weed like that. Okay. But Eric Kahn does. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck the point of it was, except for that they were in the video together. And I said, yo, you guys are paying this dude for some influence that's not going to work. You guys are hoping for this Fortnite crowd that does not really smoke weed like that. You know what I'm saying? And here the fuck we go, right?
Well, one second.
Sure.
On the note of Eric Kahn, like, I didn't even know about him, like, until one time he posted a video and he actually used a piece of one of my videos in it and didn't credit me.
And that sound like EK. That sound like Eric Kahn.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Eric Kahn, man.
I was like, oh, cool. This guy that has a grip of followers used part of my video and didn't even mention my name. He was just like some random reviewer guy, and I was like, you couldn't just take 1 second to like give me credit. Like, it literally says it. Nothing. Yeah, like it costs you nothing. You watched my fucking video.
Yeah, stickers right there, dude.
Yeah, you could have just said it, tagged me, something, like,
nothing.
Instead, I don't even remember how I came across that. I think somebody told me, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And then I went in there and I was just
very
like,
big reach.
I think it was the Jeter thing, and then then I find out he's like part of Pine Park. And then
yep. With Tim. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Is to me, I get it. That's how these industry players play. Okay. Welcome, West Coast Weed Reviews, guys. He's here hanging out, yeah. Shoot them guns up for him, damn it. Hell yeah. That's why, personally, you see me, I'm at the, the IRL sessions. They're not as much industry as, some people would want me to do, because I feel more connected to the, black market, traditional market, whatever, to the streets as possible. I don't really fuck with it like that. And so I do kind of like, point my finger at it. You know what I'm saying? And my guy, West Coast Weed Reviews, is, not the totally opposite, but he definitely is checking these industry bags, and that's what I appreciate him so much for, because he's actually smoking the fucking weed, talking about the fucking weed. Do you hear me right now? It ain't the influence, it's the fucking weed. So whatever the fuck Eric Khan just cannibalized and took part of, I guarantee you he had more influence over the influence of it than he did actually talking about what the fuck was going on in that fucking nasty ass Jeter joint. Okay, I can guarantee you that. I can 1000% guarantee you that. Okay, because it's just the facts. Okay, it's just the facts.
The one positive, I guess, that I know about anyway, which there may be many, I don't know,
Sure.
but the one I at least know for sure is that, Pine Park put out some herb. I don't know if you had seen any of that, they had put out, and I don't know if it's something they're
Farmers only
doing. Well, I mean, it actually said, I think it said Pine Park HQ, I think was what was on the bag itself, but those all come out of the Green Dog operations, and Green Dog does good work, you know what I mean? So
hey, I'm not knocking the brand or what they do. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just saying is I see the handshake where it's at. That's why I see is that the connection as to who they're connected to or what they're, you know what I mean? I see that on the outside looking in, and that's why I was saying is that when I saw the video, and I think I sent it to you when it happened, when I was talking about it, saying like, yo, they're trying to link up with Faze Rain on Eric Khan, and this shit is looking kind of like, what the fuck? It's kind of looking like Coi Leray shit, okay? Does it sell weed? Does it do this? You know what I mean? That's always my question. You know what I mean? Drug use, thank you for hanging out. What do you think about the situation just on the outside looking in, my guy West Coast Weed Review, since you're here?
I mean, as far as the marketing aspect of it goes?
Yes, for Faze Rain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar with FaZe Clan, all that kind of stuff. I know they exist, and for some reason they're really big,
Sure.
But I guess gaming. I have, exactly, yeah. Like, and I don't understand the popularity. Like, why do people that get popular for one thing, like, automatically, like, start extending into other things, like where they have podcasts and all that kind of stuff?
Sure.
It's just really weird for me, like how they become personalities, celebrities, etc. Maybe the rise of streaming has contributed to that, but I do think that it's you have two different tiers of influencer, I guess, like, and so you have one that's like they just have influence, they have an audience. That's probably like this, like FaZe Clan or whoever. They're making partnerships, Bella Thorne, whoever. I'm just like throwing out, like different partnerships, like where you're like, I don't associate this person directly with herb,
Yes.
But it's like they have a following, so they can market to people who may also, the Venn diagram of their followers and weed smokers, overlap somewhere, So it's like it works. They can sell to a segment of a market, But yeah, it's like then you have the second tier where it's actually, these people are known, like Snoop Dogg, you were talking about earlier.
Snoop, Seth Rogen and whatnot.
Yeah, Seth Rogen, another good one, because you're like, these people have an association with it, so they have a level of trust you should be giving them. I mean, but at the same time, it's like they still also are just marketers, and trying to push out the thing. And it's
Jim Belushi, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. And then there's the guy that's Red 22, the guy from System of a Down. I can't remember.
Yep.
So they all push out stuff, and I feel like it's in good faith for the most part, but in the end it's like they have to make dough, and then and maybe they just knock out of it, like with Seth Rogen, for example, you know what I mean? Like they're just like, you can't make this work, so we're not going to do it. I'm just going to do positive shit,
Right. And so to look at the situation for what it is with the cannabis space needing outside influencers to sell their weed makes it seem like it's a bigger problem than it is. Weed sells itself, man, and I think that a lot of people don't realize that.
To us, I think that's the point. There's a clarification there.
You're right.
It does to us. It does to people that know what they're looking for, but it's like the casual market is so fucking huge that's what these companies are reaching for. It's like it's really hard to get the head market, because the head market's really picky, and they're gonna see through your bullshit or whatever. Not all the time, but at least a higher percentage.
Right. It's like the influence of not viewers, but fans of Snoop Dogg that do smoke weed or that don't. The percentage, could be very high for him versus somebody else that could bring a new fresh face, like you said, a new user. Now, which comes up in this video as well, is that Dope as Yola talks about new and returning patients or new and returning people, and saying that like the influence didn't do shit. These were all returners. Basically, I did it, all the work. Motherfucker, your Faze Rain didn't sprinkle shit on this. Okay.
Yeah, and how do you track that? Like
and he has that. It's like, yo, if you are already a customer that was been buying on my website, I'm gonna know if you've been here before. If you're a new person, I'm gonna have that metric. You know what I'm saying? That's really easy to track, and something that in business, I'm thinking like. That's why I was saying, I led this off where I was saying is that like, yo, they paid like $10K to some influencer to post some shit on Instagram and get like $200. They know where the fucking money is coming from, right?
I mean, it's like it should be a matter of just promo codes, right? I mean, like that's
for
the most part. Like, so it's like like you're a first-time customer, so that's the only way a promo code's gonna be applicable, and so you're gonna see how many promo codes are coming in from X person. I mean, when I was a Lyft driver, that's how they tracked that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, cool, yeah. Let me give out my little Lyft coupon. It had a personal promo code on it. You know, and people could use that, and then every time somebody did, I got $10. But Lyft knew I was hustling. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. And that, but see, I mean, it worked though, as long as it works for everybody in the same case. And that's what I was saying is that with this situation where it's an influence that has limited crossover, as in the influence, where
who is Faze Clan's number one audience? Like 13-year-old kids. Right? Like, I mean, it's like some people that can't buy
weed. They're not buying weed.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know. That's me being very ignorant about that.
No, maybe they could be. They could be. They could very well be like, oh no, we actually fucking with this. You know what I'm saying? And so like,
I'll tell you, the only way I heard about Faze Clan initially, was that my sister is a middle school teacher, and so a kid in her class a few years ago was, I want to say, Faze Ruggs' brother, and this kid was a total asshat in her class, you know what I mean? Like because of the relation to his brother, you know what I mean? And it was like, but it was like she made it sound like all the other kids knew exactly who this kid, like
everybody knows him.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like he was big time, and you know what I mean? Like, and so it's like, okay, so this my association that I made in my mind at that time is like, oh, it's like for kids, you know what I mean? Like so it's like what adults are watching Faze Clan, I guess.
I saw in this video that they were saying, Dope as Yola even says it, like, during the talks of this collaboration, somebody else was getting a fucking chubby that his kids were excited for this shit. And I'm thinking, like, are we in the right business? Like, hold on now. Like, you were excited that your kids were excited that Faze Rain was getting in on anything that you were near? Like, oh, because he's gonna show up to your house or something like that? What the fuck are we doing here? You know what I mean? And it's, lo and behold, this is all for a cardi. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is all for a cartridge, for a pen, for a dab cart. You know what I'm saying? The shit my 12-year-old son stole. You know what I mean? From my nightstand type of shit. You know what I mean? He's 19 now, but I'm just saying is that, like, we already have issues, and now we need more as parents. I'm not trying to be the Karen on this shit, but like, are we hello? All right. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if this is the right move per se. Anyway, I don't know if you have enough time for this whole video, man. It's like a 30-minute video right here, but
a little long, but
Yeah, in it, there's some details that, that I was looking at and I'm paying attention to more. Like I was saying, like you had questions about it where you're saying, how do they check this? How are they tracking this? As well as, the ins and out of it, like how things are paid for. I wasn't surprised. I was actually very much impressed to see him show it. Like, yo, I'm not a fucking pothead when it comes to this fucking business. Okay, dope as Yola is what I'm saying. And then to see the other side of it and see like it's just that fucking, disconnected when you see the influencers that they're trying to hire for this shit. Like they don't give a fuck about this shit. Man, where's my check at, brother?
Yeah, I'm so tired of influencer culture, bro. Like,
yeah.
And it's like I'm tired of it, but I'm just like, when is everybody else gonna get tired of it?
That shit is like terrible, dog. Like,
like I look on I follow a subreddit just out of fascination.
Yeah.
Called LA Influencers Snark. Like, so it's people just talking shit on LA influencers or whatever. But It's like people I never fucking heard of, dude. And it's the only place where they talk about these people is in that fucking sub. You know what I mean? And I get this whole another world. It's like a niche internet, you know what I mean? Where they're talking about like these people though that are doing podcasts and shit like that. And I'm like,
who the fuck are they? Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all are the what's crazy to me is like they're in there talking shit on them, but I'm like, y'all are the ones that are making them famous. Like people like you that know who the fuck they are, just stop paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Like. And then they don't have any power. You take that power away from them if you don't follow them. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just crazy that like we're making a lot of stupid people famous out there.
Oh yeah, Hawk Tour and all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, keep it pushing.
You know what I mean? At least it's not a positive aspect to it.
I'm glad, you know what I mean? But if I have to keep seeing, news about her and she's turning down OnlyFans, cool, man. Thank you.
I'm not.
I'm cool, man.
I don't need to see that. There's a million other videos out there or whatever. But,
right. Goddamn, homie.
But it is fun. Like I thought that whole thing is very funny. Like, they turned her into like a celebrity in her town. You know what I mean? And it's just what a crazy world we live in.
With a tattoo on people's ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure, yeah. Like fucking our hats and shirts and all sorts of shit. I'm sure, you know what I mean? Like, memes out the ass.
Yeah, but I look at this situation here, though, bringing it to this with Dope as Yola, which, like I said, I like to see the business side of it. I hate to see the influence side of it because it always makes it look bad, as a whole. I'm gonna let it get in here. Let me give you guys some more of these details from it. Let's go.
Response video from Yola this morning, over an hour long, and he tweeted about it. And this is apparently the last time he'll be talking on it, saying, "Clear in the air. This dude is lame as heck. I'm sorry for the negativity. I'll never talk about the situation again after this, but I can't let someone talk about me like I'm a bad person and a scammer. I came with full receipts and explained myself. Have a good day." And here's where we get to the comprehensive breakdown of Yola's entire response. I'm going to try and shorten this as much as possible, guys, as well as link you his full evidence and response down below by a channel known as Liger, who posts a lot of this content, and Yola sent him this full hour and 15 minutes that will be down below.
Directly to,
where Yola says, by the way, Rain would never show up to the meetings. Apparently, when these conversations would go on between these two parties, that being Dope as Yola and his company, and that being Faze Rain, he would never show up himself personally, but instead send someone else as his business partner, known as Quinn.
I remember where I was, what sliding glass door. I was by my old house.
Fucking lame.
Let's go. Silently, like, Faze Rain said, just do it. Let's go. And he's like, yo, my brand Recovery, I have a weed brand. I go, bro, I'll do whatever you want. You want me to do a video on it? I'll help you. I'll help you whatever you need. Thank you for doing the collab. This was last October, all right? Maybe even sooner than that. Who cares? Collab with Goblin is already in the works, and Faze Rain, we can't be both at the same time. My partner said, hey, Goblin's great. We know he'll do great, but...
Did you hear how slickly that went in there? Did you see the finger? Did you see it? You didn't see how that went in. It might have went past you. It might have went past you.
I missed it. I think I did.
Okay, so he was like, "Yo, I'm about to do this video, this thing with Faze Rain," and he sent his boy. Okay. But then not only did he send his boy.
So, no. Maybe even sooner than that. Who cares? Collab with Goblin is already in the works. And Faze Rain, we can't do both at the same time. My partner said, hey, Goblin's great. We know he'll do great. But this Faze Rain is huge in the terms of outside of the weed world. Let's get that collab done first. God, I wish I would have did it with Goblin.
Right?
None of this would have happened. So
right. Okay. He was going to do Goblin.
We gave them a contract that said 25%. You post one single video on your YouTube a month.
25% for one video.
Because I post stuff. My whole audience will buy stuff every day because we have a functioning company. But your Faze, you have a different demographic.
Boom, like you just said.
My partner Claudio said, hey man, let me ask the bosses. And then he said Faze to his kids and they all lost their minds.
So his partner.
Little children. To his little children. Yeah, like, oh, cool, all right.
Yeah? Oh man, let's go.
Is that how they're doing market research, bro?
I guess, man. I'm assuming. Oh man, this is market research at its finest.
Claudio's not in this world at all. In the video game, he has like 3 kids. And he goes, my kids lost it. They lost it.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be big. So my partners are so juiced.
Right.
They say that they're so excited at this point.
Right.
Being 25% contract. The next day, this is Faze Rain. This is his friend Quinn. Faze Rain never shows up to any fucking meetings, so he sends Quinn. Quinn comes over 3 times a week, and John hates it because Quinn will come over for 4 hours every time.
What do you think? What do you think Quinn comes over to do?
He's smoking the HHC or
to talk about the collab, but all he wants to do is smoke John's hash and sit there.
And so this is
so he's just trying to get free, or her just trying to smoke for free. Aren't these people like,
yes, bro, but they don't buy weed, homie. They don't buy this shit.
That's just it's so offensive, dude. I mean, this is a total aside, and I know. But I remember hearing about Migos.
Yeah,
something similar, like they just like call.
I believe that.
And they're like,
yeah, bring it,
like a pound or something, and then they do, and they're like, thanks, and then they don't even hand over any, and like
they don't do shit.
You gotta pay for that, and they're like, oh, really? Oh,
what? I didn't know.
You're like, you are fucking rich. What the fuck? What?
Like, it's weed. You know this. Like what is going on, homie?
But I mean, like that's the worst kind of famous person, dude. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the kind that's like slipping you fucking hundreds or whatever, taking care of you. That's cool. Spread the wealth out a little bit, but don't be a fucking cheap ass just because you know you could probably get away with that.
That's exactly what they're doing.
That's like weed rape, bro. Like that's just a level, like above a rape, like a legit rapist.
Let's go. Hey, we're talking West Coast weed reviews, man. My guy hanging out here, man. Father, I see you, man. Let's go. We're talking cannabis influence, outside influence, getting a collaboration with Faze Rain and Dope as Yola. Let's go.
To talk about the collab, but all he wants to do is smoke John's hash and sit there.
And so this is where we find out the initial part of the deal was going to be
I'm checking it all out right now.
25% of the profits, not 25% of the revenue, but 25% of the profits.
I seen it. You haven't watched the video yet? I seen it last year when it came up. When Goblin was not Goblin, when Eric Kahn was posting videos of it, and I said then that shit was gonna flop. It flopped.
And he would have to post just one time per month on his YouTube channel to promote the product, right? Makes a lot of sense. That's a pretty decent commission, but all of these deals for all these different creators out there, you're going to see so many variables. When you get the chance to work with someone like Dope as Yola, though, a 25% commission on what should be a pretty big collaboration for one YouTube video a month, I think a lot of people would agree that seems like a pretty good deal. I'm sure Rain is used to very good deals, so I can't speak for him. And then eventually that 25%, it apparently becomes, according to YOLO, it was proposed by Rain and Quinn on their side that instead of 25% of the profits, what if they pay for 50% of those upfront costs and then they get 50% of those profits afterwards.
Boom. I hope that didn't fly over your head. West Coast Weed Reviews, you heard. Okay, so Rain scam people by fake being in a wheelchair. Oh my God, you piece of shit. Yeah, so first it started off, hey, just a collab by you posting a fucking one video a month. I'm gonna give you 25% of the profits. You ain't gotta do shit but post one video a month, one promo of the product or yada yada on your outlets, whatever. Right? 25% of the profits. I got you. So they say, look, I want to come back to the table on this deal. Let me put in some money on this shit so I can get 50%, not 25, 50%. Yola is like, fuck yeah. You want to put in on this?
Yeah, I'll let you put in.
So you can get 50% of the profits? Fuck yeah. Anyway, let's go.
To which Yola and all of them agreed. Let's do it.
About 2 days later, after we give them the contract, remember this is 3 months before we even launched. I think we launched in like fucking November. I couldn't tell you. It kept taking so long because they wouldn't sign the contract. Ready for this? They come back to us 2-3 days later and go, hey, idea. Instead of 25% of revenue, or profits, how about we pay for half? And I'm like, ooh, you'll pay for half? That would help so much. You go, what if we pay for half? Can we split half of the profit? And me and my partners didn't even look at each other. Went, yes.
1,000%.
It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. You want to split it?
Yeah.
Be our guest, please.
What you think this shit is?
Please,
you want more?
It's incredible. And he kept saying, so we have skin in the game. That was the thing, Quinn and we want skin in the game. All right, you say that every meeting. We just want some skin in the game. I'm like, okay.
Stop it. Get some
All right, so he wants some skin in the game. Okay,
Things
let's go.
truly begin to get like just whack, it seems. If Yola's claims are true, we haven't had a response from Rain yet, where he says
Skin
then
in
it
the
comes down to
game.
the day of launch, where Rain just shows up and says he had no idea what the deal even was that they had struck.
48 days later is the launch. Still no contract signed. We ask every single day and I go, bro, don't worry. Norton's he's just real busy right now. I'm going to get this contract signed for you. I just want you to get this done. Skin in the game. I hate that he says it.
I'm not, man, this shit is so fucking terrible. Oh my God. Oh, this is a nightmare, dog. This is a nightmare, brother. This is a nightmare. Anyway.
A week ago, and it's like they started so far out. It's like, what I mean, I know they trying to work with him, but I'd be like, what's the fucking problem here? You know, like 1 month even, I'd be like, are we doing this or not, dude?
Are we doing this or nah? You ain't even signed this paperwork, man. Look at my man's face. Oh my God. If you say skin in the game, you gonna bite somebody's head off one more time. Oh my God.
I resented him saying it because he said it so much. Day of launch, Norton calls me. Dog, 50%? You want me to put up 50%?
Day of Faze's peoples call him and say, yeah, I want you to put up 50%. Motherfucker, didn't you say skin in the game? Didn't you say skin in the game? I'm sorry if you just showed up. I know you heard him say skin in the game like 20, 50 times, okay? All right? He said that shit. You heard him.
I am in this room at this time.
I'm ready to slap the skin off your face.
It said January 22nd. It was still going okay January 22nd. He hadn't posted in 2.5 months. Here we go. Launch day. Launch day happens and he's like, dog, what? And I'm like, dude, we launched 6 hours ago and now you're just reading your own contract that you guys wrote. And this is where it starts to piss me off. I cannot talk to illogical people. Illogical people and irrational people piss me off because it doesn't make sense. The sun is out No, it's not. No, but bro, the sun's out. No, dog, not in my eyes. The sun's not out. That's what I'm dealing with.
And then where Rain is saying that Eric Kahn, if you guys don't know, another green bean creator. We love monetization, but he's huge. Very well known across that industry and across content creation, where Rain apparently is trying to say, oh, Eric's going to post the videos for me. So it'll be the Dope is Yola collab with Recovery.
Wait a minute. Hey, you wait 1 fucking minute. Wait a minute. After all that, we get here after this launch shit and we got to get this shit signed up and you ready to put your bread up. You say you're not even going to post it. You got Eric Kahn to post this shit for you. He going to make the videos.
That's Faze Rain's brands, and Faze Rain is who they were trying to sign.
I don't know if he had enough skin in the game.
Eric, making the videos, which it seemed like Yola and his side, they were kind of just going along with it. Like, hopefully it would correct itself. Hopefully Rain would eventually promote it himself personally. And so they kind of just went with it, but it was not the initial deal that everyone agreed upon.
The day of launch, we have the party. We walk in and go, oh, Eric's with him? Sick. Eric walks in. I asked Norton, hey, well, yeah, what's up with Eric? He goes, Eric's part of Recovery. And I go, oh, you're
Wait, what?
And he goes, yeah, so that means he's part of the Stopus collab. And I go, what?
Wait, what?
I found out Eric was in the deal the day that we did that video, which is the day we launched.
So does Eric got any skin in the game?
Yes.
I'd love to know what the fuck his deal was. He'll never tell. I know Faze Rain won't be like, yeah, man, I was going to pay him yada yada. And he told me this. He's not going to come up with that. This is going to be a one-sided story. Okay. As far as like, contextually speaking, to tell you what happened, he's just going to say, oh, fat boy this and fat boy that. He's just going to insult him, which is what he's already doing. Okay. I don't know what Eric Kahn is going to do. He's probably going to bow out and be like, I don't know shit. Oh, talk to them. I don't know what the fuck he's going to say. I'd honestly be, I'd be surprised if he ever were to say something.
He walks into the dinner. I go, Eric's here? And I talk to him. He goes, yeah, he's part of the company, so he's going to be doing all my videos. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, and now I'm Norden. Hi, I'm Norden. The thing in the contract where I put a video on my channel once a month and get 50% of
Norden, if you guys don't know, is Faze Rain. Faze Rain is Norden. Faze Rain.
Profits if I put up the money. Great deal. He said, no. My guy Eric's gonna do it. He's gonna fill in for me. And in my head, I'm like, well, I didn't do it Eric Kahn collab. I did a Faze Rain collab. I want it on your channel. That's the whole point. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. He says, dog, come on. You get 2 for 1. You get me on your channel. You get Eric on the channel. It's okay. We're gonna sell out. And I was like,
sure.
That's cool. And then later he goes, yeah, he's gonna be posting for me. And in my head, I'm trying to be. We're all having fun and smoking and chilling. And I'm like, it's okay. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah, it's cool.
And another part that Yola mentions repeatedly is Rain apparently showing up to some of these big events like the launch party with lean on him, and whether or not he is supposed to be clean or recovering, but his brand name being Recovery.
Terrible.
And then you show up to the launch party, this giant collaboration with lean. As a business professional, Yola and his side were like, yeah, that's definitely not the best look. And also goes on to say how his ego, Rain's ego, really started to get in the way of a few things.
And the thing that bugged me so bad, it pissed me off, is this brand's called Recovery. This man doesn't do drugs. The man walks in with a cup of lean. I had to have the photographer edit around it. In Eric's comments of that video, you can see, damn, Norden with the cup of lean. It's called Recovery. You're drinking lean at our fucking launch party.
Wow.
This is not good. John looked at me.
Wow. Look at this dude.
He used to drink lean. On launch party, I have a brand called Recovery. I said, yeah, you're right. Okay, so
word
shit. So that party went over. Who cares? Boom, launch day. He calls me. What's up with the split? I'm like, you guys wrote it, and he automatically. I didn't write it. Like, but your guy wrote it. Dog, I wasn't even aware of that. And I can't say,
well, that's what it is, though.
How is that my fault?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You should have been on top of me, man. You should have been making sure that I was going on in this contract. I said, no.
I did.
A million text messages in that thread, and you have not responded more than one time. We've had 4 lunch meetings, and you've showed up to none. To none. Nah, dog. And this is what pissed me off. Me and Rosie were about to leave somewhere. I'm in this living room on a call. I spent an hour. I remember I looked down and go, an hour and 44 minutes. Spent an hour
talking to this
dude. On the
dude.
phone, pacing. You could see my carpet where I had been walking in circles. I have a great temper. I can keep it under control unless you start being illogical with me and start telling me that I'm doing something wrong to you when I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm in the call and he's just going off like, nah, dog, you want me to drop money? Dog, Nike would pay me to do a collab. All the collabs I've ever done, I get paid up front. Dog.
So now he either came out of his coke stupor or whatever the fuck drug he's on, and now he's reading the contract and he realizes that he has skin in the game, meaning that you paid money to get 50% of this deal. Unless
it's like it's crazy that I get. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That level of procrastination that this man went through before he actually read the contract. Like, oh, but like now he's just trying to mull shit when, like, you know, this 50% thing was our.
yeah, like at the beginning it was 25% without no money.
We're just giving you 25%. Boom.
Yeah, for your one
like,
post.
Then you say 50-50, which is definitely an amazing deal for them because they were just like, now we're not
gonna sweat it. We can. It seemed like a great deal.
That guy just fucked up. He didn't want to deal with the fuck up. I think the guy who made that deal initially. I think he didn't really know what he was saying. Maybe he was trying to act cool. Maybe he was all.
I think so too. It sounded cool to him at the time. It sounded boss money to him at the time.
Yeah, it made him feel good, probably.
Right.
To say something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I honestly think that the deal came to him through somebody else, and he thought that they was whoever it was got some commission on it just by connecting these two together or trying to bring them two together. But I know it wasn't dope as Yola, like going to go like, hey man, come on over here, give me this, collab and woo. I know it had to be somebody in the middle of this that's like being fucked up at this point. Like, god damn, what the fuck did this shit just blow up in my face? Okay. Anyway, man, they're knee deep off in this. Chest deep off in this. Nipples wet.
You know who I am? And I was like,
do I know who I am?
Who I am? I remember what I saw. I was right by my kitchen counter.
You know who I am? I'm Faze Rain.
In a circle. I was crossing the kitchen counter.
I got kids doing backflips for me.
Yeah, bro, I get it. You make a lot of money. You're Faze Rain. I get it. You're rich.
And it was apparently by this time in the first month of launch or so where Rain hadn't really been fulfilling his posts, and Yola had
posts.
A pretty heated response for how things were going this early on in the deal. Remember, though, there was a huge lead up, right, with this proposed contract by Rain and Quinn. This was the contract written up by them, and everything was agreed to by both parties. And a lack of communication all the way up until launch day, where Rain apparently didn't know the deal that Quinn had put forth for him on his side. And then Yola had a lot to say towards Rain.
The render, and the next day he posted, and it pisses me off. And every time I bring it up, he goes, dog, why are you so pressed? Why are you so pressed? Actually?
Because I paid money for this shit, bitch. Because I put money, because I got skin into this bitch. Okay?
The way he talks to me, he talks to my little brother Johnny, and it makes me...
Fuck skin, it's my body.
Like, yo, chill out. You got a beard. And he's talking to me. Oh,
the fuck?
Yeah, dog. Oh, that's right. He's like, dude, I can make $80K for 3 posts. And I go, why didn't you just do that? Why are you complaining to me saying I could have made more money not dealing with you as you're trying to deal with me? And I said, Norton, you're not giving me confidence that you're going to care about this. This is day 1. Sorry, day 2, he posted on his Twitter a link that said, if you know, you know. And it was an AI Ninja Turtle turning around with his dick out. like with his dick tucked between his legs.
Wow.
That's the post he posted for our collab. I text him, bro, for real. He goes, dog. Don't be so pressed, dog. It's just funny.
Wow, man. Wow.
Oh.
Man, so after all that, you finally get a post from this motherfucker off this collab, homie. And this is what he does. Okay. I bet he ain't even signed the contract and put no money up yet.
I go, Norton, can you please post a pen?
Yeah.
Can you post the product? That was day 2 or 3. Because she knows if I'm on the phone for that long, she's like, something's wrong. And if I'm starting to yell, I started to yell at her. Yo,
day 2, 3.
And he's like, no, let me speak. We talked for an hour 40. And I went, you're 26. You used to be a drug addict, and now you're getting better, right?
Word.
All you do on the internet is talk about negativity. And this is when he was going after that girl online. And he was like ripping her apart. It was all over like the streamer things where he's like going at her like,
oh wow.
Oh, I don't believe you, bitch. And anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
Wow. Oh yeah.
About it. I'm saying
I think I remember that.
The subject. When that was happening, I'm like, you're making this girl cry online. You're being hella sexist. You're being
that was a cold follow up. That was a cold follow up, wasn't it?
He called himself. He's all,
whoops. Wait a minute. Oops. Yeah.
I was sexist. You're being a weirdo. But you have every right to be. And I said, how about this, though? How about you be nice to people, actually give a shit? Because by the time you're 30 years old, you are going to fall off the face of the earth because nobody wants to watch a guy that doesn't game anymore, that used to be a gamer, sit there and talk Andrew Tate shit.
No.
Nobody wants to talk to a guy that's actually rude to them. Said,
no.
In 4 years, if you don't change, you're going to fall the fuck off because you are not as cool as you think. He went silent and went, dog, that was kind of fucked up. No. Dog, you kind of hurt my feelings. That's fucked up.
I mean, it's true. It's true, dog. It's true. Trust me. Look, I'm the living example. But anyway.
And that's why I put that on Twitter. Like, yo, all this manly shit will crumble. I swear to God, I heard a...
Oh, wow.
Did I just make him tear? I feel
wow. Wow.
In my head, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm just getting my point off. And in my head, little me is going, don't make this guy feel bad, bro. That's not cool. But I'm still feeling that like,
look,
emotional damage.
That's the difference, I think, between a lot of stoners and like people that do other shit in general. I think we smoke a lot of weed and we have a lot of introspection to make us feel like, damn, man, like, am I being rude? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I think personally, the way we smoke, you know what I mean? It allows us to have a lot more conversations than fights. You know what I mean?
But I mean, you might be more empathetic, I guess. I don't
True. Empathy is huge. I mean, let's empathy and aversion to bullshit. Man, I don't give a fuck, man. Go ahead, man. You win, bro. You win. You know, non-confrontational as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's something about it, man.
And then Yola also goes on
that way necessarily, but it's like a good majority, you know.
Yeah, like, I mean, you might see people fighting in the line outside the motherfucking weed event, but you ain't gonna see too many people. How many people you seen getting carried up out that motherfucker for fighting and shit? You know, I mean, well, I've been to some hood ones, but still, for the most part, man, ain't nobody going up in there doing that dumb shit. When I smoke, I do not think thoughts good. You don't think bad thoughts good. Who does?
I'm still battling that. Like, that's fucked up, dude.
And then Yola also goes on a rant of trying to explain to people how he's not a scammer. Like, whether it's $100,000 or whatever amount of money, he has never scammed anyone that he has worked with or collaborated with. You can ask around, and goes on his spiel of like, you know, Rain has accused this guy on a public platform of scamming him of $100,000. That's a big accusation to make. And so Yola gives his spiel of like, I'm not a scammer, and you know, pleading with people to believe his side, and hence why he made this hour-plus long video, I imagine, as well.
Why would I scam someone? I didn't even scam people when I sold weed. I would take packs back if they didn't like them. I don't understand the mentality here. No one's ever said anything bad about Push Trees, of me, my stuff. No one's ever said I owe him money. No one's ever said I owe him money for anything. No one ever said I talk shit to him in person. I was mean to him online. No one ever said I scammed him for money. Anybody that's ever said I didn't get their Push Tree stuff, I have DM'd them and they ask them. I personally put in orders. I spent almost 100K on this. I spent almost 100K on the meet and greets for free. And what did I do with the meet and greets across the tour? I gave away $5,000 worth of stuff from every single smoke shop and handed out to people online. I didn't sell anything. I didn't sell Push Trees. I didn't even sell Dopest. I didn't sell anything on the tour because I wanted to give back to everybody because I finally made money. And I said, can we just go on a meet and greet tour? That's why they were 18 hours. And I
believe that.
For every single human being to have their full time, tell me what they want to talk about, take pictures. I broke the arch in my foot. I have 15 ruptured bulging discs in my spine. I have 15. All right? I'm 2 centimeters away from a wheelchair. Oddly enough, Faze was in this. I'm not trying to do that. It's just an odd. I'm not a scamming bitch is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'd rather be broke than scam someone. I don't understand how that's...
For as long as I've known this personality of Dopest Yola, I've known him as a man of the people, definitely in touch with his audience, definitely in touch with his, community. From as far as I can see, here in Los Angeles, just where, I know him from doing the different shows that I've done in this, market over the last, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? I've known of this person. Okay. Yeah. So he ain't had no bad business that I've seen, but regardless of even the HHC shit, I've just said, I know people are thirsty enough to smoke this shit everywhere. You know what I mean? At least I know that he would probably get it from a good source, a clean source, because he would do that. I said that then. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever the fuck it is, I'm not ready to smoke that shit. That's on you. If you're doing it, the HHCs or the whatever, the triple barrels, you do that. You do. I at least trust him over Mr. THC on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? The other dude that got the motherfucking Bay Smokes commission link. You know what I'm saying? I trust that over all of those. I trust him over Benjamin, that's shitting himself in Walmart and doing fucking, Yodiland fucking motherfucking pin vibes and has Carters and cartridges sitting all over the motherfucking ground and shit like that in Walmart, getting kicked out for dabbing and smoking and shit like that. I trust that more than... I trust this guy more than these guys, those fucking clowns. Anyway, let's go.
Real thing that people would think that I would do that. And first off, be a piece of shit like that. Second off, risk ruining my own reputation on scamming people.
Word.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Ask anybody that's ever worked for me or with me ever. Have I paid you on time? Have I went above and beyond? Did I give you a bunch of weed when you left? And it's all fucking yes. So continue.
And where this gets really crazy is apparently 6 months into this collaboration and post-launch where Rain has just stopped posting, apparently, which is not the deal they obviously agreed to.
Keep in mind, this is December, January, the end of last year is when I saw this shit. The end of last year is when I was clowning talking about this shit. Yo, what the fuck? Right? I got to go look up the tweets because we was clowning off this shit. I was like, whoa. Anyway, fast forward to now. Yeah, this is now. This is you know what I mean? Months ago. And the dude that originally posted this video right here, me and him got into it over this shit. And I was like, yo, it's going to flop, dog. Who's bringing these motherfuckers into the game? It's whack. It's not going to do what you think it's going to do. It's going to be bad for business. Okay? It's not a good look. All right, you guys need to stop barking up that fucking influencer tree. And he was like fucking stroking that shit. Oh, Eric Khan's gonna make it right. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh man, blow that shit out. Anyway, these are my opinions, guys. Sorry, I'll sound negative, but I knew what that shit was when I seen it. Okay, I seen it. Anyway, let's go.
In mind, what Yola's going to keep on reiterating is that original deal was that Rain and his team, they pay the 50% of costs,
yes,
and thus they get 50% of profits if he is also posting once per month. According to Yola,
how many times?
He wasn't posting at all, and the things he was posting were things that weren't really helping the product reach a wider audience. Like he had previously mentioned, apparently one of the posts that Rain had done was an animated character with like his dick tucked behind his back.
A Ninja Turtle hiding his dick. Yes. What the fuck that has to do with this collaboration, Faze Rain? I fucking don't know. Okay.
Sounds like you speak like 13-year-old.
Maybe.
Saying if you know, you know.
Offered to lower, you said no. That was January 22nd. This is June. It's 6 months after the collab. Not one video has been posted.
Nope.
The contract has not been signed. He is still not paid for the cost.
Nope. Wow. Woo, that's a lot of no-no-nos, homie. That is a lot of no-no-nos. That deal sound deader than fuck. That deal sound deader than fuck. Okay. Yeah, dead as fuck, homie. You heard him coming. Anyway, he's saying he wants 50% of this shit. He ain't put 50% up. He changed the deal. Okay, they came at him with 25%. You can just shut the fuck up and post some shit. Anyway,
wrong. Why am I the bad guy to this guy? I don't get that.
And this
more empathy. What the fuck did I do? Oh, goddamn, bro. Wow, more empathy.
This is apparently where Rain also is demanding 50% of those profits, and Yola says, well, you haven't paid for 50% of the cost, and you also haven't been doing the work, thus you're not eligible to receive the agreed upon 50%. And also reiterates that Rain keeps on calling him fat in these conversations and is being childlike in a lot of his responses as the two go back and forth via text.
That's so fucking lame.
I realized, like, oh, you just want to blame somebody and not take accountability. You still haven't done your end of the contract that you wrote. I didn't write that, dog. Anyway, what are we talking about? We're not playing? Maybe the sketchiest, weirdest group of people I've ever dealt with. I wish you N-words just hit me directly and didn't play it as weird as you did. Say less. Can't wait to pop the bubble with this fake nice guy shit.
I'ma just keep going. Just keep going, damn it. Just keep going.
I'm the one selling. Oh, also, guys, remember this real quick. Out of the entire gross sales, month one,
here you go.
Morgan brought in 8% of sales.
What? What? You say what now?
Wow. Oh, yeah.
8%.
Price is that high, really?
I promise you, there's a way to track and prove all this shit. This is what.
And I believe them too. It's a website, dog. I mean, you gonna track that shit. You know who's a returning customer, dude. You know who the fuck's on your website. There's metrics for all that.
Business. That's how we do collabs with people and promo. He brought in 8%. The other 92% of sales were returning customers. So he brought in 8% of sales, which is not good. We were hoping for like 30. Totally cool. You didn't do as good as you thought. Your name is not as big as we thought. We're still paying you out. Just do the video.
Yeah, word.
Collab. Month 2, like 4%. Month 3, 4, 5. Nothing, because he still hadn't done anything. All the traffic came from me and Eric. After the first month, the first day was Eric, his side off because of his video, weeks later. But
the video that I saw, the one that he was like, smoking in a room with Faze Rain, that happened to not even hit the joint or walked away. I think I sent it. It was like whack as fuck. And I was like, oh, wow.
Posted monthly. Like, we did so many deals to get rid of his stuff because I told him, like, let's get rid of his stuff because I don't want to deal with him anymore. You've yet to drop
Dump it.
So we went and sold it without your help, which is
Dumped it.
The lower percentage is totally fair. He keeps saying 50%. It's only 50 if he put up half the money. The deal was 25. So if you did put up half the money, you should be bitching like, where's my 25%? Not 50. I don't know why he keeps saying 50. I'm so mad at him at this point. I'm like, this is 5 months of you doing this to me.
And finally, we get to the numbers breakdown of all of this, a TLDR to this situation up front right now. We had Rain and Quinn on one side of the deal, proposed this alleged contract was written up, never officially signed, but it was agreed upon by all parties that Rain and Quinn, or on Rain's behalf, would pay 50% of those upfront costs for this launch and collaboration, and thus receive 50% of the profits after everything was done if he posts one video per month. Up to this point, apparently Rain had not posted much at all and had also not paid the 50% of those costs, and thus, according to Yola and his team, he wasn't eligible. Like, he hadn't been doing the contract requirements, so you're not going to get what's promised in the contract. Which
and we sold it off.
Business eyes, it does make sense.
And he sold off the product. It was like, I'm done with this collab. This is over with. Easy. I sold off your product. I dumped that shit. Okay, here's the profits. Okay, here's your 25%.
Eventually breaks down the numbers as well of this collaboration and launch, eventually grossing around or close to $200,000 in revenue. That is not profit. He says the profit was probably around $70,000 to $80,000. And he also says on the back end, they've been tracking where those numbers had been coming from, and 92% of those customers for the collaboration were repeat or returning customers, leaving 8% to come for Faze Rain and his promotion, which would make sense because according to Yola, Rain wasn't promoting the product to begin with. And then he starts to break down what is a fair amount to offer Rain for the actual work that he put in to the collaboration to begin with.
And I put, like I said, he put slide if you want to make claims like that. I'm not fucking 7, bro. I'm not in high school. Like I said, this is not I want to fight you thing, yet you respond as if I did say that. Man, you need to smoke more weed for sure. Like, look at what you're even saying.
Wow.
It's not about the money.
Look, they shoot for the hip and say you just gonna need to go smoke some more weed. You're confronting me on this situation. I think you're irrational. You tell me. I mean, I tell you should go smoke some more weed. That's the most. That will piss off a stoner more than anything. It's not that I need to get high. You're being a fucking dick. Okay? You're being a fucking piece of shit. Don't try and say I need to go smoke weed. You're being a bitch. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, no. It's you, motherfucker. It's you. Okay?
Retard.
Anyway.
You're making it sound like it's about that. The fact that you're the sketchiest, the weirdest, sketchiest end moms I've ever met. But this lean has you strung out. And I don't mean lean gets you strung out. When you don't have money and you don't have lean anymore, you're a dick. I know that because I know a lot of people that used to do drugs.
Word up, same here.
Lean has you strung out. I meant, you need lean. The lean is strung. It makes
calm down. Calm the fuck down. What?
Boom. Sent me these numbers. I said earlier to him this week.
Oh yeah, yes sir. We here.
Twitter. Pens have been sold. Gummies have 400 units. And we are going to give them away. We're not going to sell them. We're going to take a loss of the gummies because I don't want to deal with him anymore. Serves, we have 100 left, giving them away. Total sales, 193,656. The original deal is long gone. Here's a 5% name fee, I guess. And I said 5%.
So he said 193, something like that, under 200K total. Okay, revenue, right? Profits of that. Okay, more like 70, 80.
56. The original deal is long gone. Here's a 5% name fee, I guess. And I said 5% of that is $9,682. Please send me your wire info and I'll wire it now. Listen to what I'm saying.
5K.
192, you're only giving them 10? 192 is gross revenue. It doesn't count cost, production, shipping, which shipping adds into your bank account. You got to pay the shipping at the end. Say you make $100,000, shipping is probably 15 to 20. I do push trees. I know exactly how much shipping usually costs. Production costs?
He knows.
100. We're in about 115, 120.
Bro, you just need to go smoke some weed, bro. You just need to go smoke some weed, homie. Yeah, just go, hey.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, just go smoke some weed, bro. What? The numbers are adding up, my motherfucker. The numbers are adding up. Okay.
The profit's about 70 bands. And we got it all sold. He didn't post anything. He didn't put up half the money. Still didn't sign the contract. There's about 70 bands here to play with. And I might be wrong. It might be less, or it might be more. I'm saying a rough estimate. It's not 100 bands. It's like 80. And if that's true, half of it is ours if he paid for half. So it's 40. And he didn't pay for half, so half of that, 20. If this was the original deal, he's still only taking home 20K because he didn't do shit. If we sold everything, it would have been another 100 bands probably. I don't understand if he knows math.
And so eventually they settle around $9,000 or $10,000, which if the profit was around $70,000 to $80,000, we're talking around 10% of the profits going to Rain. Which, if you're going to consider all the things Yola has said about his work put into this collaboration, I think would seem relatively fair. I mean, the original agreed upon percentage was 50% of profits, but Rain didn't do the monthly post.
Yeah, I'm finna say, keep in mind, you didn't post shit, bro. Keep in mind, you didn't do shit. I'm not doing shit. I'm doing my part. I ain't do shit. You just said it at the back of the line, man. Man, I ain't do shit. Okay? Even the dude that designed the packaging for your product did more than you, my man.
Even the post himself, and then he also didn't pay for all the upfront costs that was
forgot about that. Skin in the game. Yeah, unless you retroactively went back and skint somebody else, but like you shot no bread this way, buddy. Remember, he was like really fucking surprised the day of when the launch day was coming up that he even had to put up 50%. So now he don't even want to pay the money then. So he must have been scamming the whole time. He was scamming and hoping that the money just was like here. He was trying to bully the dude out of the money.
Agreed upon. So if you're Yola and your team, you're left wondering what is a fair amount, which they came to $10,000. And that is where we lead to today, where because of that $10,000 that is still being offered and Rain apparently not taking it, he goes on a Swag podcast and says it was $100,000, which based on what we've heard from Yola, is just not the truth. I do want to clarify, by the end of all of this, Yola does not want the negativity. He doesn't want the drama. We're still going to cover the story, but he didn't even post this on his own channel. This is just a place for everyone to go to, that if they want a response to Yola on the Faze Rain accusation, he's going to send them all here. He says he would never post this on his main channel and only wish the best for someone like Faze Rain to get better.
I don't know what the lesson is, actually. I don't know what the lesson is. I thought everything was going great, and he's a business person, so I thought this would be great. It's not. But I will say this. There's a reason why you didn't hear me go on a podcast talking about this. Because I need attention on this.
He don't need the negative attention. In the cannabis space, you don't need the negative attention. Why would you? That would be terrible for your business. And it's terrible for cannabis, man. You don't want to be disruptive in that sense, for the whole shit. It'd be blowing up your whole spot. Right now, he's got a nice online store doing his thing, both in and out. You know what I mean? He definitely don't want burner problems. You know what I'm saying? Where he thinks like, they're definitely trying to, stop him from selling his product and whatnot. He don't want none of that beef. Okay?
I don't care about that. I don't care about negative attention. I could have talked about this and give you a juicy story time and like a sick monetized podcast, but I didn't. I don't give a shit. Drama is something I do not care to have in my life. For me to you, this is the last time I'll talk about this, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's so early in the morning. I'm gonna start exporting this video and send it to Liger. I need his email. So, thank you guys for being here. I hope this cleared it up. And if this wasn't clear enough for you, I don't know what to say. If you agree with my side, that's great. If you don't, that's great. Totally, this is not I'm just explaining everything. If you do agree or disagree, totally cool. I'm gonna take this away. I just want to smoke weed and have fun and not be mean. And I'm still trying to be nice when you're being a dick. Because that's what you're supposed to do. He's 8 years old, younger than me. maybe it took me to mature. Maybe I matured faster than he did. Because at 26, I would never act like that in business. But maybe he does. Maybe his parents raised him a little different. And maybe in 3 years, he'll grow up and be like, damn, dog, I was wrong. And it's okay. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm secure enough in myself to go, it's okay if you think I'm a piece of shit. I don't. And I'm going to go.
So at the end of all of this, with what we know now, it is very hard to not be taking or leaning towards Yola's side of all of this. Faze Rain made a gigantic accusation that he was scammed by Dopa's Yola, who is also fat, in his own words, out of $100,000. According to Yola, Rain never obliged by any of their contractual obligations of paying for upfront costs, actually doing his posts, and when it came down to profits, you weren't eligible for 50% because you didn't meet the pre-requirements that every party did agree on. Also, beyond that, he says the total gross revenue was $200,000 for the entire collab. That was not profits.
That ain't the money.
It was $200,000 in profits, and Rain was owed 50%. If he was owed 50%, that is where I believe Rain is probably getting the $100,000 number from. But again, the original agreed upon amount was 50% of profits, which were around $70,000 to $80,000, which would mean if Rain did all of his stuff, he'd be eligible for $30,000 to $40,000. He didn't do all of his stuff, according to Yola, so they gave him $10,000 and wanted to call it quits. Rain didn't take the money, at least up to now, and then went to a podcast to complain about it and seemingly inflate those numbers.
Bullshit.
At least that's what it seems for now, unless Rain wants to respond and bring his own receipts. So until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy yourselves. All right, I just want to say this whole thing is ironic because I remember during the last several months, like Dope as Yola had Rain on a couple of times at least, and they were great podcasts. The dudes were just vibing and ripping and talking about Faze and all these topics, and it was a great listen. So it's really sad to see it come to this, and we'll see if Rain does respond or if he doesn't. But yeah, till next time, hope you guys all enjoy. Take care of yourselves, water and coffee as per usual. We'll see you back here sometime soon. Peace.
Wowzers.
So I'm back now, but I would say like that, the thing is that if he did try, they might have made a lot more money, and then he would have maybe been owed $100,000. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you're right. If he would have paid up front, put his fucking money up, his skin in the game like he wanted, number one, and as well made the fucking posts that he was intended to post. Yes, things could have been bigger, but he would have also been eligible for that 50%. Of whatever the fuck he thought he saw right now.
If he didn't put that 50 and he just stuck with the 25 deal and he just tried, like
it would be more and more.
It might have been able to pull some dough, you know what I mean? That amount of dough, because it's like, it sounds like he has like a huge audience, it might not be the right audience for vape shit or whatever. True. Though,
But regardless, he does. Yeah, he has a touch. And you're right. If he would have been trying or doing as the business plan had proposed, he would have, profited, nicely. The whole game would have been nice. But he obviously, missed the ball or at least dropped the ball on it. And just decided to, shit all over it by saying that, Yola scammed him, as a matter of fact. Not only that, it fell through, but that he scammed him, which is wild as fuck. That's huge, right? That's like, what the fuck?
It is a big accusation, yeah.
Huge, man.
It seemed pretty genuine throughout the little clips that we saw, so it's like it's hard to not believe them, really. But I have to dip, unfortunately.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's been good. It's been interesting checking this out.
Yes, sir.
An interesting story. I'm trying to get a video up, but it was taking forever to freaking just get up to Google. So
it's all good. I know what's up.
If I get that uploaded later, I'll shoot.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my dude.
Some of this herb from an Indian reservation, so it's kind of interesting,
Well, that's what's up. Hell yeah. I want to see that. Hell yeah, damn it. I'm down.
Yo. When
I
that
hope you.
finishes, I'll let you know. Yeah.
I hope you have a great evening, my dude. I'm about to get into part 2. There's part 2. Of course, there's a part 2.
Yeah.
We saw part 1. We got to see part 2, which is going to be Faze Rain's response to this recent video. So we're gonna get into that here soon. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Thank you so much, my dude. We got your pinned comment up here. Check out my dude, West Coast We Reviews, man. He's out here doing the work, man, doing the terps. Yo, check him out over there on YouTube and Instagram, man. Really cool cat, man. Damn it. Hell yeah.
Not to pick on
Oh, that's right.
That link, but the underscore isn't there anymore, dude.
I gotta go change it. I'm going to change it today. I swear, I'm gonna change it. I swear, I'm gonna change it. I got you, my dude. I got you, man.
Yeah, no, have a great one yourself.
Hell yeah.
Part 2, I definitely, yeah, this is very interesting. So I'm always curious. Have you ever seen any CoffeeZilla videos? By
Yes, I love his shit. I always watch his videos. So if he's talking about it, man, man, you know I'm gonna be over there.
Yeah, I want to check out his take on it. All right, man.
Peace.
I'll catch you later, though.
Yes, sir. Yep. Peace. That dude, West Coast motherfucking We Reviews. We shooting them guns up for him, damn it. Yeah. Blaze it up, damn it. Blaze it the fuck on up, damn it. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out, damn it. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got part 2 coming up. It's right here. Right here. We got part 2 coming up right now, and I need to go and take a quick restroom break. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're gonna get right back into it, man. Yeah, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out, though, man. Appreciate it. Munchies hit me hard as fuck. That's why I'm about to hit this peanut butter and jelly sandwich hard as fuck back. All right. It's one of my go-to snacks. All right. Let's get into it. All right, so part 2 right here is it's here. Let's go with part 2, damn it. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Let's go.
There's coconut oil in my hair, okay? It's not grease. What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Today we break down Faze Rain's response to Dope as Yola. In case you guys missed our video a couple of days ago on this, I encourage you to go watch the entire first thing, which is Yola's response to Faze Rain, who accused him of scamming him out of $100,000. I'm going to give you guys the background context in TLDR, but if you want the full thing, make sure to go check out that full video because this issue, well, it has a lot of lengthy responses, and today we'll be going over Rain's. But to give you guys that initial clip, it was actually Faze Rain on Swag's podcast who called out Yola.
A lot of the scammers, bro.
You deserve attention.
And that's just like that commission shit. I get it in the beginning. It's good in the beginning. Like when I was 15, amazing. But like, you know, when you start doing your shit, you're not doing no damn commission shit.
Hell no,
Like without a payment up front. You know what I mean? I even got scammed by this Dope as Yola dude. I did like a weed pen thing.
Hilarious.
Very fast, I don't care. He loses in life. Been vegan 7 years, still fat, so he's losing. So I'm glad he has the extra 100K. I hope it makes his life better.
Wow.
That's wicked. So after the car,
And along with that, a series of tweets which had a lot of people first going to Yola saying, hey,
He said that's wicked, and then goes and starts talking about his car situation.
hey, what the heck, did you scam Faze Rain out of $100,000? To which we then covered Yola's over 1 hour response. We shortened it down in that video, but to give you guys a TLDR, it seems like from Yola's perspective that Rain never showed up to the meetings. He sent a business partner named Quinn to negotiate and have this contract filled out for him, which meant Rain didn't really know the deliverables and obligations he had contractually, and it was Rain apparently not even posting any of the things he was supposed to post, which was 1 video per month on his YouTube channel. And then the fourth thing being that when it comes down to splits and percentages, a giant confusion because according to Yola, Rain didn't really know or understand the contract that was to begin with. Something that Rain also admits to in his response. But I'll play you guys a short little bit of Yola so you guys can get a bit of his perspective and where he's coming from.
This is Faze Rain. This is his friend Quinn. Faze Rain never shows up to any fucking meetings, so he sends Quinn. Quinn comes over 3 times a week, and John hates it because Quinn will come over for 4 hours every time to talk about the collab, but all he wants to do is smoke John's hash and sit there.
And so this is where we find out the initial part of the deal was going to be Rain to receive 25% of the
None of this would have happened. So this is what's going on, guys. We gave him a contract. We gave them a contract that said 25%. You post 1 video, one single video on your YouTube a month. 1.
All you gotta do is 1.
All we need for you, because I post stuff. My whole audience will buy stuff every day because
I don't need you.
A functioning company. But your Faze, you have a different demographic. When my boss Claudio, my partner Claudio said, "Hey man, let me ask the bosses." And then he said Faze to his kids, and they all lost their minds. Claudio's not in this world at all. In the video game, he has like 3 kids. And he goes, "Well, my kids lost it. They lost it on the phone." He's like, "This is going to be big."
Wild.
So my partners are so juiced. Let me say that they're so excited at this point. We gave him 25% contract. The next day, it kept taking so long because they wouldn't sign the contract. Ready for this? They come back to us 2-3 days later and go, "Hey, idea. Instead of 25% of revenue, or profits, how about we pay for half of it?" And I'm like, ooh, you'll pay half?
Half.
That's so much. They go, what if
So
we
you can
pay
get
for
half.
Can we split half of the profit? And me and my partners didn't even look at each other and went, yes, of course. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. You want to split it? Be our guest. Please.
Damn right.
Please help. That's
Man, run it.
incredible.
Run the money.
So we have skin in the game. That was the thing Quinn and Norden and Quinn would say. We want skin in the game.
And I think it's also key to mention that when Yola made this long response, he said these are going to be the last few times he would talk about this. He did not post his video on his main channel. He said he didn't want the drama or negativity. And you guys failed me, okay? The comments in the last video, they were all negative. I told you guys not to go at either side. At the end of the day, these two guys are extremely chill. They had some great content together. And at the end of the day, I hope they make up. Because truly, they're both really cool people, and I think they can make up from this, hopefully. But it's also important to mention that in the initial contract, according to Yola, it was going to be Faze Rain and his business partner Quinn, who apparently had put this into writing, that Rain and him were going to spend 50% of the upfront cost for this launch in collaboration with Yola, and they would then receive 50% of the back-end profits once everything was done. Unfortunately, Rain did not meet the contractual obligations to actually get that 50% of profits, which included posting monthly to his YouTube channel, which according to Yola, he did not do, and even some of his social posts that were put out, they wouldn't deem as appropriate to meet those requirements. And also, him and his team didn't pay 50% of the upfront costs. Thus, at the end of all of this, that's why he didn't get the agreed upon.
You didn't get no money because you didn't put shit up.
Ultimately, it was Yola and his team who offered Rain around $9,000 to $10,000 after they saw around $70,000 to $80,000 of profit after the whole thing was done. So here is Rain's response, where he initially starts out by saying he didn't like how Yola painted him as erratic and bringing up his former drug addiction and mentioning how he has been sipping lean.
What's up, y'all? So today we got to talk about the Dover Yola situation. But what I will say...
Wait. Didn't you show up? Wait, hold on. Reporting live from the gutter. Reporting live from the gutter. Hold on, man. Listen, wait a minute. You showed up to a party with lean in your cup. The launch party with lean in your cup. I don't know if I should believe anything you say, but go ahead.
I'm going to keep it completely objective, right? Like, I'm not trying to sway your opinion, say he's this, he's that, da. Like, it doesn't matter. Let's just talk about the deal. If you guys agree with what happened, then you guys agree, and that's fine. And I'll take the L. If you guys genuinely believe what I did was wrong. But if not, I just want to keep it about the facts. I really don't like how he's trying to go off on this tangent about who I am and just making up random stuff to try to invalidate me and try to make it seem like I'm crazy and erratic. It's just not cool. It really isn't, because, bro, imagine like even with you and weed and stuff and how people took it the wrong way and it was a big stigma and people think that you're something you're not, you're this crazy drug addict. Like, it's pretty fucked up, bro. And that's what pissed me off too. I'm gonna mention the lean shit right off the rip, bro. At that dinner, I didn't know it was gonna be a dinner at his crib like that. I thought we were going out somewhere random.
You just thought you were going out somewhere random.
So of course I never disrespect his family. I was super embarrassed when I got there. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know. And they said, nah, bro, you're fine. Come in.
So you showed up with what though? With what?
So they were the ones that kept telling me, like, you're fine, and like, wow, we're so jealous you have this, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, if I poured them all up, they all would have drank it too. So I don't understand why they're acting that way. They were sitting there drinking alcohol the whole time. I don't drink it.
If I would have poured it up for them, they would have all drank it, bruh. Yo.
Stop
Yo.
it. Get some help.
If I would have poured it up, they were drinking anyway. So if I would have poured it up, they would have drank it. Okay.
They were the ones that kept telling me, like, you're fine, and like, wow, we're so jealous you have this, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, if I poured them all up, they all would have drank it too. So I don't understand why they're acting that way. They were sitting there drinking alcohol the whole time. I don't drink any alcohol at all myself. They're trying to get me to, and I said, bro, I don't drink alcohol.
Like, please put that lean cup down. Please take this tequila shot, bro. You already going hard. You already going hard liquor. You know they were smoking weed, so I got my heroin rig out.
They're all drinking alcohol, and I was trying to tell them, like,
straight up.
Y'all know, one line of lean drink over 8 hours, like y'all feeling that shot more than I'm gonna feel all of this. So I don't care. I care so much.
Wow. When you try and minimize the impact of your intake, I think that that's a sign that you may have a problem. You know, I get people asking me that a lot, you know, saying my intake this and my intake that. I get it. You know, I understand that I'm smoking a lot of cannabis. I get that. I know that I'm staying high a lot more, you know what I'm saying, than, you know, most would think, you know, should be possible, you know what I mean, because, you know, of my own reasons. But as long as I acknowledge, I know I'm smoking a lot, you know what I mean? I know that. Motherfucker, I know that. But I'm not going to minimalize it like this motherfucker and say, oh, well, you know, it ain't shit. But regardless if it's a tolerance thing, money, regardless of whatever it is, as long as I know it and I'm acknowledging it, I'm not denying it. I'm not trying to minimalize it and say, you know, I ain't got no motherfucking problem. You see what I'm saying? This dude is over here trying to do this shit with some lean. You just showed up to a party. Like, if this was like, I mean, you just randomly showed up. You just thought it was just gonna be a cool time, and you just pulled up to the launch party with a lean cup. This is a fucking launch party, homie.
More about my health than any substance in the world. Just so you guys know, I almost lost my life a few years ago. Never taken that for granted. I will never miss a day at the gym for the rest of my life. I care a lot about my health, so it's like.
Up next, I would say, is the most important part of Rain.
But I do like to take some lean. I do like to lean and rock with it.
Response where he admits it is his fault of sending Quinn a business partner for him during all of this, which I would agree with. This entire thing seems like a miscommunication started by this Quinn guy because Rain had him represented.
Oh, remember I was saying last video, I was saying like, yo, I bet you somebody, whoever is in the middle of this shit is like eating fucking dirt right now, homie. Somebody's getting fucking shit on right now over this whole situation. Like, you fucked up. You fucked up bad. Yeah. And it's this Quinn dude.
By Quinn. And apparently, according to Yola, later parted ways with Quinn as a business partner. But it was Quinn who wrote this entire thing up and failed to tell Rain what exactly he had to do. And even some of the things that he had Rain do. Apparently, Rain wasn't even aware of any of the stuff in this contract. Which, to Yola's credit, that's not his fault.
No.
Chill, come on, y'all are just going.
No, no, not my fault, motherfucker. You was in on it.
Way too overboard. I know you guys like Yola, and that's fine. He's a cool dude, but chill. So a few things I want to address. Where I think I went wrong, where I think he went wrong, and I just don't like how he's trying to make it subjective. Let's just
Meth feed,
video did not need
great
to be an hour and a
teeth.
half. There's nothing to talk about that long unless you're just trying to paint the story to make it seem like you're a lot more.
Oh, there's a reason. If you have a problem with that shit, rots your teeth out. So he's probably had his teeth replaced a few times.
You are right in a few things, and I will address that right now. In the sense that I shouldn't have had my partner negotiate for me. That I'll never do. That one I'm never going to do. I'll never let anybody speak on my behalf because he made some mistakes there. And he honestly taught me that lesson because I've never had anybody, other than the Faze corporate people, but I've never had anybody lie to that extent to try to make a deal go through. And he really had no ill intent with that. He just wanted the deal to go through, right? Because
now I'm starting to look at him sparkling like they porcelain.
And this continues where apparently it was Quinn, not Rain. Remember, Quinn is representing Rain in this situation, who offered for them to pay those 50% of upfront costs for 50% of the profits. According to Rain, he had no idea Quinn was even offering that up because if he did, he never would have done the deal. So it sounds like this Quinn guy just...
So he didn't know. His boy said he was putting skin in the game, his skin in the game.
Wanted the deal to go through, was willing to say and do anything for the deal to go through. Rain was not aware of that. And Yola, how would he have been aware of it, right? Because from the beginning, he was told by Rain, Quinn is Rain. Quinn represents Rain. Quinn is going to do what Rain says and vice versa.
Yep. And he
Yola
kept showing up, smoking up
Quinn writes
weed.
out in the contract while representing Faze Rain. And later on, Rain also says that he never agreed to post anything on his main YouTube channel. He would never post that green bean. You guys know why I refer to it that. I like YouTube on.
So then he's now saying he wouldn't even, he talks like someone who reactionally drinks lean. Well, shit, I'm breathing. Yeah. So now he's saying I wouldn't even post this shit on my YouTube anyway. I would assume you wouldn't, but like they're talking about social media as in like your Twitter or something like that, right? You know, where you still have a following.
All right, you guys know what I mean. Apparently, Rain agreed he would never do that kind of content on his main YouTube channel. I would imagine that would be directly refuted by Yola, because Yola, in his hour-and-a-half response initially to all of this, well, he said that was a main part of this contract, because when you collab with Faze Rain, you want your brand to expand into another audience, right? And so that's when this whole thing of Rain bringing in Eric
post a video like on Twitter, on social media, or something like that.
Who is a great creator, but it's not the creator they initially collab with on this launch. You want your audience to branch out into a new channel and a new audience that is Faze Rain's. And so if he's not posting to his main YouTube channel, that is a main contractual obligation not met. But according to Rain, he was never willing to do that. So again, I'm like, Quinn,
what the fuck are you doing?
What is going on?
I don't smoke weed pens. I don't smoke edibles. Oh, and speaking of weed pens.
Wow! What? Hold up. Wait a minute. Remember what I said? Now, this is before, listen, before I even seen this video, this is my first time watching this video right now, okay? I said this shit 6 months ago. This motherfucker don't smoke weed. I don't know what the fuck they talking about making some collab with him for. He's not the type, or doing this isn't going to help. I said this earlier. If you guys just got here, I said it. It wasn't worth it. He's not the person. He ain't it. I said it before. It's got to be somebody like Taylor Swift got to smoke some weed for the crossover to happen. She just got to all of a sudden start smoking weed. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Other than that, he's not bringing nothing new to it. She could do it.
Bro, at that dinner, by the way, I thought I was dying in the bathroom because of that weed pen. They made me hit a blinker. Bro, I don't hit pens or concentrates.
They made me hit a blinker.
Or anything like that. Like, I don't smoke any of that kind of stuff, right? I don't know what the fuck was in there. But I hit that shit. I dunkered it, bro. I was in like John's bathroom, like literally fighting for my life, bro. I was like, what the hell's going on? But it's still, I'm not used to that type of, maybe I just wasn't used to that type of chemical that they have in there or whatnot. And then edibles, I don't take edibles regardless.
I wasn't into that chemical.
I've taken edibles under 10 times in my entire life. Those lean, or the THC, HHC syrups, you know, the flavor's not the best, but it's cool. It's not terrible either. But yeah.
What?
Though,
not the best. Not the best. Not terrible either. Not the best. The only thing he can say something about, look, watch how his eyes light up. Watch how his eyes light up over the lean.
But it's cool. It's not terrible either.
Wait.
But the HHC, regardless, maybe taking edibles under 10 times in my entire life. Those lean, or the THC, HHC syrups, you know, the flavor's not the best.
Yeah, he drank a few bottles.
But it's cool. It's not terrible either. But yeah.
He drank a few bottles.
Though,
he drank a few bottles.
Show you guys all the texts that we've had where I was extremely rational and cool up until he gave me a reason not to be, right? Because I started to feel a lot of like weird shit going on, and he didn't mention any of it. I asked somebody who watched the full video, did he mention any of this? And of course he didn't. Of course. But it's okay. Again, I'm not even trying to like make him seem like he's the worst person in the world. Maybe he doesn't handle his deal the best, and the way that he's handling it publicly feels pretty disingenuous. But this is, you guys be the judge, right? It's your shit, man. Y'all be the judge of this. If y'all think I'm wrong, I'll gladly accept the L. Apologize to bro. Even though he tried to say I apologized to him yesterday, I didn't. I said I apologized when this shit went down. He thought I was apologizing again. I was not. But it's okay. Because I genuinely believe the way you're handling it right now.
He's whacked out right now, for sure. Easy.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to do the whole tweet and stuff. I don't like doing that anyways. But anyways.
You're tweaking right now, bro.
So, I didn't know who Yola was. He hard posted a picture of me to get me on a podcast. I went to the podcast.
Okay.
He asked me to do some weed pens with him. My partner at the time convinced me that would be a good thing, right? And the way that the deal was structured, I was telling him things that I would be cool with, and then he was telling me things that that's what they want to do. So like even splitting inventory, right? Like if somebody offered me to do a brand deal with them, right? Boom, let's sell pens together. We'll put your name on it, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm not going to pay half the inventory. It's your brand at the end of the day, right? It's like I've done this with G Fuel a lot of times. Like I got my cut for my flavor, but how about all the other flavors that they're going to buy that I don't get a cut of, right? So what?
Okay. There's a few things in here that his crackhead ass said that makes me believe that he knew that there was a situation in which he wanted 50% or that he was going to put up some money for this.
Offered me to do a brand deal with them, right? Boom, let's sell pens together. We'll put your name on it, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm not going to pay half the inventory. It's your brand at the end.
Okay.
Right? It's like I've done this with G Fuel a lot of times. Like I got my cut for my flavor, but how about all the other flavors that they're going to buy that I don't get a cut of, right? So why, for your business, would I front costs for manufacturing when it's your business? So it's like if everyone bought my pen, right? And then they go buy something else. I get
so then you should take the 20%, then the 20 or 25%.
So that's like where, you know what I mean? I felt like my value was, okay, you're going to cover the costs and then we're going to split however you want to split up the percentages. I was just told it was 50-50. So I know my partner like,
oh, you were told 50-50.
They didn't mention the fact that, oh, it's 50-50 if we front the inventory costs, because he knew I'd say no. And then we could have just called the deal there, not done it. Everything would have been good. So that.
All right. Okay. You're saying you didn't know and you would have killed the deal if you'd have known that.
This is where he lied and kind of fucked everything up more and just told me that, whatever. Yeah, 50%.
That it was still on?
Needed, but he was just going to front the cost and then take the money out, whatever. So I told him, like, bro, you can't lie about that kind of thing. You got.
Oh, there we go. There we go, homie. There we motherfucking go. There we go. There we go, boys and girls. There it is. He just shouted out. He said his boy was like so hard up for the deal and wanted to beef the deal up and was like, he did a Tony Montana move. This was gonna be his move to like move up the ladder, and he thought he was going to liven this up by paying for it himself and then taking the bread out, but giving him still. I don't know how he was still gonna give him 50%. Anyway,
I tell him these kind of things because otherwise,
and get him the post.
We're in a call, and I told him these things. And they were just like, what are you talking about? Like, we agreed to 50, and there was a lot of miscommunication. Sorry, one second. Because I talk fast. My mouth feels dry. It's crazy. I've seen people say, like, oh, he's slow. I'm slow. What the fuck ever told me to slow down when I talk? You mean I'm slow? That's crazy as hell. But anyways, so I'm going to put the text on the screen as well, but I'm going to read them. Where do I start? Because I want to show y'all that from the beginning, I was super cool, bro. I was super cool. I was super, like, rational about it, understanding. Like, let me start with this one. He said, either way, man, I didn't do the contract. I don't even know what happened on the call with Quinn. I'm just doing what I do daily. I'm sorry you feel like it's a bad deal, but Quinn wrote it. He said you read it and said run it. Then you hit us up and say you don't like it, so we revised it to anything you want. See it from our perspective. We are only doing what's exactly you guys asked for, minus lagging and getting your product out. That's something else I was saying. Like, bro, I was trying to promote it, and they're trying to act like I did nothing. I showed up to all those videos. People definitely watch those videos because I was in it compared to the other views on the other videos. Like, of course.
Wait, what? The videos that Eric Kahn posted?
Of course, I mean, that's even why my deal with Eric was what it was, is that I don't want to upload weed to my YouTube channel. That'll ruin my channel. I don't have a weed background with YouTube. So that's why me and Eric were working together, that he's already doing that, and then I'll do videos with him. I'll add him to recovery.
That's not the deal, though. That wasn't the deal. And again, now you're paying somebody else. He didn't want Eric Kahn. He wanted you.
We'll do all those things.
You just say no. And to figure out that you needed to put up 50% and then still trying to press it as if like, where's my money at? Motherfucker, you didn't post shit.
put up on his channel. So that was already our agreement. But now he's trying to make it
No,
sound
it
like
was not.
I'm lazy. I didn't want to upload, and I made Eric do it. But bro, that's always been our deal, and you guys knew that. And I told you guys from day one, I'm not gonna post weed on my main channel. I've never posted weed there like that. That's gonna just mess up my channel. You guys said, no, we totally get that. But now you're acting like it's something new. So again, I've been super transparent. I've said everything I've needed to say, but it's fine. Well, not here yet. So let me finish the conversation. What was that saying?
And the more this response goes on, it just seems like a massive miscommunication. And I don't mean to come at Rain. I got no hard feelings. I don't really care too much about this. Again, I like both sides. Like I've said before many a times, the first introduction I had to Yola was with his podcast with Rain, and they were a great time. So when you see these two who had great content together in the past and seemingly a great, cool collaboration opportunity, I do hope they eventually make up. But it seems by this point down the road that Rain hadn't read the contract through, had no idea what he was supposed to be doing for these contractual obligations. And this far down the road, we are months in where Rain still had no idea what the splits were supposed to be. And it seemed like a massive confusion on both sides because Rain didn't know what was going on. Who knows what Quinn was doing? And Yola is just trying to accommodate and go along and see by the end of this what makes the most sense. And so when they start talking about reducing the splits, I don't think either side knew what the splits were even supposed to be at that point, based off what Rain had done and hadn't done.
Whatever. And same reason I promote one SKU while you have so many others. John kept wanting me to say this is my company too, Ob when it was not. But if you want to make it feel careful at all, I don't know why we want to do the easier product to promote that's already organic. That's just how I felt, right? Because at dinner, we went to this place, El Pastel. The whole time, this dude, John from Hash House, he's like one of Yola's partners. Bro, say it's your company too, bro. Bro, say it's your company too. Just say it's your company. I'm like, bro, it's not my company though. Like, it's not my company. I'm doing one SKU with you guys. It's your company at the end of the day. You guys win everything. Because they wanted me to over promote their brand. Like, bro, it's like, they think I'm a 15-year-old who's still trying to do affiliate marketing. Like, come on, bro. And then I'm even being cool on this point too. I said, no, bro, don't worry. I understand you're not the one handling it regardless, but just communication here has kind of sucked. And obviously Quinn has a lot to blame for all of it, even though Quinn is a lot to blame for a lot of it. Bro, I typed like an idiot. Bro, Quinn is a lot to blame for a lot of it, even with Eric now, some issues because of communication, but I'll handle. But you know what I mean? I was just saying, I don't know why it's like,
because you were admitting that you were in the wrong there, buddy. You just told on yourself right there. You know, you said that you knew that your boy fucked up the deal. Should have been like, all right, it's over. And I know that I shouldn't get any money off of this. You shouldn't be pressing this and trying to get anything.
Like, flustered. Like, bro, what the hell's going on? Like, I've been waiting for this for months.
Should have just closed it.
Shut the hell up, bro.
Should have just closed it.
Whatever, it's a funny joke. I don't care. And then I messaged John as well. I said, yo, I want to call me in a little bit. I'll put the text on the screen so you guys can read it. I was being cool, bro. I was being cool. I was being rational. These motherfuckers were not responding to me. They were just acting like, oh, we're super busy smoking weed and hitting dabs. Time to reply. Whatever. That's fine, okay? But that was my understanding, right? Is that in my head, I mean, I know it was my partner that lied, and that's why I took accountability for him. I realized at the end of the day, I told him to do that. I'll take responsibility.
Wow.
I'll just lower the splits. And he said, no, it's all good. So I guess when I told him I wanted to lower the splits, in his head it was 25, in my head it was 50. Because I was like, okay, definitely don't need to take 50% if we didn't front the cost that they expected and they're unhappy, that's fine. We can just lower the splits. I just want to pay Eric up so he's happy. Everything's all good. But he said, nah, bro, we don't need to just...
Gotta pay Eric. Whoa. Gotta pay Eric. I told you. See, look. Where'd that come in at, dog? Where'd that come in at? I thought you said, look, man. I thought you said this, like, that was the sideline bet, man. You threw him in there. You know what I mean? He's not, you got to pay him. That's your money.
I don't even know what
not
month
him.
That was when I posted that first text, but it was a long time ago.
And then Rain talks about texts all the way back to April and March, which is actually recently, according to this deal, right? This is now several months in the deal, and they do seem cordial up until this point. It seems like the next couple of months after this where things kind of go awry. And then Rain also admits that he wasn't going above and beyond for this partnership because of the way it was set up. And yeah, I mean, again, it's hard not to go back on, you know, what Yola and his team initially agreed upon, which was put into contract by Rain's business partner. And so you assume Rain had known about all of that. Like the initial agreement was what everyone had signed off on, even though the contract was not technically signed. It was, you know, expected to be abided by.
January, bro. January. I waited so long. They just never replied. And I low-key just was expecting them to think that I would never hit them up and they just keep all the money, right?
Really?
So then another text here is, I hit up Yola. I said, I never got the products, by the way, LMFAO, but any update on everything, even just general numbers? March 22nd, no reply. Question mark, no reply. 4 days later, I said, say less, because I'm like, bro, it's like 5 days. And then Yola says, yo, please hit up John or Claudio. I have COVID, I've been sleeping for days, and they gave me some Oh, who's a drug addict now? No, I'm just kidding. Those fools are up and working, though. Just hit the group chat, please. And I said, hope you feel better. You could have said that the first day, and I would understand, but looked like you was dodging. But don't worry. And he said, appreciate it, dude. No reason to dodge you, man. I'm just extremely busy. I was at my bachelor party this weekend. I didn't see your text at all. I said, I feel
he got married.
Soon. Hello, water. Hello,
Dope as Yola got married.
I don't think I'm being a douchebag, bro. Don't think I'm being a douchebag. I really don't. Like, every text I've had with them, even down to April. Here's another one. Let me know that, bro. What are the updates with the numbers and all, just because I haven't been in the loop, not even once. He says, yo, what up? What did John and Claudio say when you hit them up that day? I said, I didn't. I was waiting for you to feel better. Got no contact to Claudio, and when I did,
so you just left it alone.
Obviously not hitting again because they're not responding, bro. So it's like I'm not gonna keep messaging them like a thirsty e-girl, but I'm not doing none of that. He said, okay, they take care of all the logistics. That's mainly why I asked you to hit them. But it's like, bro, it's just 3 of you at the company. Stop acting like you don't know these things. The ignorance and acting like he's not a part of it. Oh, Claudio knows everything. I don't know anything. It's just, come on, bro. And they said, I'll give you Claudio's number. Just text him and figure it out. I don't do any of the numbers, man. So it's just, and then I finally hit Claudio, and he just pretty much makes it sound like he's not going to pay me. He says, what are you talking about? He hasn't done the original deal. What are you talking about? He hasn't done any of the work that he's supposed to. And it's like, bro, I'm not saying I did above and beyond.
Precisely what I expected after seeing Faze. Me too.
It's not my business. And I've made that very, very clear to them. I'm like, this is a single product brand deal. So I'm going to do what I can, and I've never been paid $1 for it. So why are you expecting me to be so excited to do it? I posted stuff like
very shifty
before the launch, like probably 3 posts before the launch, during the launch. Like I tried, obviously not like insane, but at the same time, the communication.
Wait, you said you posted? What the fuck did you post though?
He's so excited to do it. I posted stuff like before the launch, like probably 3 posts before the launch, during the launch. Like I tried, obviously not like insane, but at the same time, the communication, they weren't giving me product. I'm not gonna post static flyers or just me talking about with nothing in hand. Like I didn't want to do that, and I made it very clear. And that's why he even said, here. I don't know if it was the last one, but I asked him 3 times for product. Nobody sent it. Sent them my ID. Nobody sent it. I just kept asking. So I don't know what you want me to do. Right?
Okay, so he's saying is that you want me to post it. I didn't post it because I never got any of the product to post, to try or do anything. Never set right with me out, man. You know, hey.
Again, I'm fair with whatever. If you guys are still following,
it's definitely involved.
I appreciate that. But if you are, it is what it is. Another text, June. This is June, so it was a month ago. I said, just so we're clear, Claudio said you guys aren't paying anything, essentially. I offered the lower splits and make it so you guys could retain way more due to miscommunication because I took responsibility for that. And I said, I know you know, and it's just a weird little good cop, bad cop situation with you and Claudio. Just asking for transparency, G. I'm still being cool up until that moment. I told them not to bug me with the situation since the last time we talked, and they haven't. I just got out of a meeting with them, and they literally didn't even mention you. I wish you could do what you said you would do in the contract your business partner wrote, so we didn't have to do all this bullshit. Have a good day, man. So everything is just, he doesn't, like, he's not showing any, I'm not saying empathy, but this understanding that, bro, I didn't know about any of this. Yeah, I fucked up on it. My bad. I should have had him negotiate the deal for me.
Yeah.
But to make it sound like I'm a fraud and I was just trying to like fuck him over and all that, it's pretty fucked up to me. Because obviously that's not what my intention was. I was being mad rational, mad cool. I made it very clear. It's not about the money like that, bro. I just want to make sure Eric feels good. I want to make sure everybody feels good. I said, if you want to retain more money to make you feel better, that's fine with me too. Bro, I was being mad rational until they gave me a reason not to. They pushed it 7 months, and then he tried to like do that, like that tweet or that text I posted, where he just drops it to 5%. Says, here you go. And you can even see in the text above that, John's like, so 5%. We get 9,600 or whatever, like 9.6K bucks. Like he's trying to make it sound like that's all he gets. Like, you know what I mean?
Another part of this is Rain felt disrespected by the way these guys were trying to paint him by bringing up the lean stories. I would say a counter to that was, I wouldn't say they were painting you as a junkie. I think they were trying to paint from their perspective when they collaborate with you and your brand, which is called Recovery. And so I think they assumed you were recovering from drug addiction. And then when you show up to a launch party and other content sipping on lean, it's not a good professional image for them to represent as a collab with their brand, which I personally think is completely understandable. Now you can feel it any which way about how they brought up, you know, you sipping lean, but it is public. It is out there several times as well.
I'm just saying it's super disrespectful the way that they've handled shit. And also what I don't like about it all is, you know, I've worked really hard, bro. I was in a wheelchair for 3 years. And I've worked very hard over the last year to be healthy. I promise you, we can do a live doctor test, cognition test, whatever the fuck it is. I smoke you in both, so please stop, okay? Like, that's just not true. So the whole junkie shit, trying to like invalidate me, trying to make it seem like I'm crazy, it's just pretty fucked up. But you guys will see, I'm not tripping on that. I mean, I know who I am. I went to bed perfectly fine last night because I know who I am.
Wow.
You know, I know what I stand for. I know what I do on a daily basis. I know the positive influence I am around every single person in my life. So it's not like it hurts my feelings. It's just like, mentality's crazy, y'all. Like, you guys have to hear out people before you come to a conclusion. And with him, it's like, you need more evidence for him, right? With Yola, it's like, no, we need to wait till there's more evidence on Yola. He's not a scammer. But with me, I'm like guilty until proven innocent.
I'm healthy and I drink lean every day. I go to the gym, but I drink lean.
I'm not trying to like shit on Yola like that. Obviously, I was just pissed at the way he handled it. And then also, I'm fucking traumatized from poor people doing the good cop, bad cop shit. It sucks. It's disingenuous. Just be transparent. That's all I was asking for, bro. I wonder if you guys
be transparent.
Posted today too. I saw, and I was like, I just read it and I was like, bro, what the hell? Oh, and I saw Kane's comment about that. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, the getting storm shit. Maybe I made a joke, or maybe I was smoking in the car. If he actually thinks I think I'm a celebrity, or
you know who I am?
Every single person, every comment said about me, I say it all the time. Ask any person in my life, I say it all the time. I can leave my crib.
You know who I am?
I'm not famous. I always say that over and over again. So it's like how he's trying to play it as if I'm this drug addict who has a massive ego
who I am?
Who I am, and I think I'm famous. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just saying.
Hey, man, Justin Timberlake.
Shit about yourself when you know none of it's true. I mean, it doesn't
I guess the world tour is over.
But it's like, god damn, it's like y'all are, you know, I'm tweaking a little bit, but it's okay. You know, you guys don't know any better. You guys are only hearing one side. You think you trust the guy, so it is. It's fine. I'm telling you, all this other shit, it's very funky.
I guess very
funky, bro.
I guess the world tour is over.
It's simple, plain, and clear. Now I'm ripped this bong and finish this cell phone. But what I'm saying is, I told them multiple times, I'm not passionate about the pen, I'm not passionate about edible syrup, I'd rather than THC. They kind of kept it going along. We just ended up dropping the pen, and I told them, I'm just gonna do what you guys want me to do. I'm not gonna go out of my way to promote your brand, and I haven't been paid $1 yet. If they at least gave me some sort of like upfront payment, and like, okay, let's start working with that, fine. But nothing, bro. So I'm like, what do you guys expect? I'm already 6 posts deep, because I did more posts, even though I did after launch. I did like 3 after launch, and I did like a few before. So that's what I'm not understanding. It's like, how much more do you want me to keep going for your brand? Well, I get nothing. It constantly makes me look bad. So it's like, you know, realities. I know a lot of y'all care about what something looks like.
If you just happens to just hold it up on accident.
If you guys genuinely believe I'm wrong and I handled it wrong, hey, my bad. I apologize. Take you out. I'll apologize to Yola for that, because I'm not a bad person at all. It's hilarious to be like, Lord, and threw out his morals. I'm like, bro, you guys are just like, come on, bro.
Wait,
but also,
did you?
I actually find that because I know for a fact if I met any single y'all in real life, your opinion,
Wait a minute. What about when you went on that podcast and called him a fat ass and that he was fat and this and that? What about that? Isn't that he scammed you? And what about that? Oh, you're not done? Okay.
What you're saying would change. I'm certain. I've never had a bad encounter with everybody in real life, a fan, because I'm not what you guys say I am. I know you want to believe it. I know you do. It's not the truth. Apologize if you guys felt some type of way. Obviously never meant it that way. I just was trying to be cool for months and months and months, but then they weren't replying when you're playing the good cop, bad cop shit. It just made me feel some type of way. And I'm just done being overly good guy to people. Like, I care about good people so much. I want to protect them. I want to treat them amazing. So I want to treat bad people worse. It's just how I get down, bro. Because it's just very disrespectful how this guy acts. Also, stop. I'm hearing like, you deadlift, you'd beat me up. I'll give you the first 5 hits, my boy. Just let me know.
Anyway.
And then one last thing I wanted to touch on is Rain bringing up, who was angry on both sides. Yola was getting called out for this too. And so the way I saw it, and I'm not maybe not correct on the full timelines, but the way that I saw this was Rain going out publicly in a tweet and in a Faze Swag podcast.
Yep.
And those clips started getting passed around of you accusing Yola of scamming you out of $100,000 without full context being presented or without a side even being explained, which led to him then responding and saying, hey, that's not how this goes down. So the way that I saw it is they were upset because you were making a huge accusation without much backing, because tweets are pretty vague, right? And especially
you were
what
talking shit.
Swag's podcast, which is where I found about this, was the Swag podcast clip, which was even more vague. And I don't know if Swag cut out that story, but the clip that I posted was the full clip from their published podcast. And that's how I found out about it, and it was missing a lot. So I think that's why people were initially upset, and that's why Yola actually responded the way he did. It seemed like a giant miscommunication. And the TLDR, from my perspective, after watching both of the full responses, you guys can take whatever side you want, but don't go show hate to either side. Both these guys are doing just fine, all right? They're going to keep on doing their thing in the future, and I really, truly do hope they make up. But at the end of the day, it seemed like Yola and his team agreed to a proposition made by Rain and his business partner, who Yola was told represents Rain pretty much as him. He's a one-to-one of Rain, as Yola did describe. And so when Rain's business partner proposed, we will pay for 50% of the cost, we will receive 50% of the profits, Rain will post once per month on his YouTube and promote the brands. Well, Rain didn't even know any of the things he was supposed to do, did not do those things, and thus, because he did not meet his contractual obligations, Yola and his team were like, we don't really know what to pay you and what is exactly fair for the work you did. At the end of the day,
and on top of that, you at the end of the day, you're changing the deal on the fly and bringing in other guys like what's his name, Eric Kahn. You know, so unexpected upon that you didn't know.
In revenue, when it comes down to profit, Yola says that's $70,000 to $80,000. They offered Rain a little under $10,000, which is around 10 to 15% of the total. Given the work and post that Rain did do, and I would imagine the hardship he put the other side through, that seems like a decently fair number to end on. Just take the check, part ways, and
shut the fuck up.
At the end of the day would be my recommendation. But hopefully no hard feelings. So what do you guys think about Faze Rain versus Dope as Yola?
What do you guys think, damn it? What do you guys think, man? I thought that was wild. I thought that was a wild story. I thought that was a wild story, damn it. Yeah. That's what strike against him. Hell yeah. I'll be hitting this laser bong. Getting it on. Yes. In order to keep things cool, I got to start hitting this bong a lot more. Whew. This is a good one. But cannabis influence and the space that it is, you know, where we still don't have legalization in the United States. You know, we still have the demonetization issue of people trying to post shit on YouTube, which centers around some of this stuff. You know, it ain't because he would do it if he could. If he, I don't know if he would. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't. But fuck, man. But yeah, man, it's not an easy situation to deal with. And I think that the whole influencer thing is crashing. I've been, you know, watching that trend as well. You know, people talking about it's not really worth it. You know, that even then just, you know, the regular business, you know, them putting up like, you know, 100K or 10K, what was it? 10,000 they paid some influencer. It's getting old. They paying him 10K and then this motherfucker posts a couple posts They get like $200 off of that shit, man. Total. And it's ass, dude. It's ass, homie. Yeah. But let's go. I gotta find something to fucking clean out my cache my thing. Do I have anything in there? Hell yeah. What up? Damn it. Oh man, it was a great story, man. Man, I wish more people were here to, check that out, man. That was a great story to talk about. That was a lot of people that did come through. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're smoking a token, damn it. Thank you guys for blazing it up.